Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I just want to make a really quick video and talk about childhood trauma. It's essentially important. It's really important. I can't stress it enough how important it is for every single person to get over their childhood traumas. Now, we've all had things happen to us that we had no control over. You may not have had a bad childhood, but many of us did. I know I was abused by both of my parents. I had a horrible time growing up. It doesn't serve you to hold on to that anger, that resentment, that shame as an adult. All it does is hold you back. It'll hold you back in all kinds of ways. Physically, mentally, psychologically, socially. It's essentially important as an adult to get over your childhood trauma. Now, most of our problems that we go through now can be traced back to when we were a kid. It's just Freudian, and it's really true. You may say, well, my parents hurt me. Mine did too. My parents abused me also. And you have a choice. You can hate them forever. Fuck them to hell. I'll never forgive them. May they burn and rot in hell's fire, and I'm always going to be angry at them till the day that I die. That's an option. You can do that. I did that for many years. All it did was make me weaker. All it did was lead me down wrong paths. You have another choice, and that's to let it go. Letting things go means forgiving. It's going to be one of the hardest things you've ever had to do. Forgiving doesn't mean you're a punk. It doesn't mean you're a chump. It doesn't mean you let it happen again. It doesn't mean you start hanging out with your abuser and befriend your abuser. It doesn't mean that you go and become friends with your enemies. It means you forgive them. Forgive all your enemies, all the people that have trespassed upon you. Let God deal with them. It's not your chore. You don't want to waste your life damning people to hell. You don't want to waste your life expending energy that could be used on yourself and on productivity and on people that you love. You have energy inside of you, and you can choose how to expend it. Anger makes you weaker. A lot of our health problems that we go through in life can be stemmed back towards psychological problems that we had as kids. This is all real hard stuff to do. Forgiving an abuser, forgiving an enemy, forgiving somebody that hurt you, physically, mentally, tortured you, whatever. That's hard. But what's your options, right? To hold that resentment at a certain point of anger, you get expended, your energy runs out, and you just get to a point when you're like, you know what? This just isn't worth it anymore. I'm going to move on with my life, and I'm going to do my thing. It's really important to be able to get to that place, because that's where the forgiveness lies. And you can just let things go. That's the key. Forgive your mother for being weak. Forgive your father for being weak. Forgive both of them for being inadequate. You know, if you try to confront these people and hash it out that way, I've done this, and sit down with your parents and say, you are awful to me and you need to apologize. Even the worst, most abusive, out of control parent will sit there and defend themselves. They'll defend their behavior. They could have done the most unspeakable, awful sins to you, and they'll defend it. And they'll say, I just tried my best. That's what my parents said to me. Just blow it off. So what do? Walk away angry and just say, okay, then it's war. Your enemies, I have to be able to forgive them for being weak. Forgive them for being less of what they could have been. I've been weak. I've been less of what I could have been. So I know what it's like. Just because they didn't take the steps in their lives to become stronger doesn't mean that I have to condemn them to hell for that. That's not my job. It's not my job to judge people. So in order to move forward as an adult and to get over all your little problems, you wonder what's holding you back in life. This is part of it. You need to go through past trauma, forgive those people, and get over it. It's going to be one of the hardest things you've ever had to do. Thanks for watching.